Hi folks, Aram here. I want to play you something real quick, then I'm going to come back and give my 2 cents. Here you go.
Gerald Scott, pastor of New Spirit Revival Center and Black Trump supporter.
Good job. Yes, sir. Good job.
I was recently contacted by some of the top gang thugs in Chicago for a sit down. They reached out to me because they associated me with you. They respect you. They believe in what you're doing, and they want to have a sit down about lowering that body count. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going in Chicago.
I think it's a great idea because Chicago is totally out of control.
Well, I let them know. I said we got to lower that body count. We don't want to talk about anything else. Get that body count down. And they agreed that the principles, they can do it. These are guys straight from the streets, no politicians, straight street guys. But they're going to commit that if they lower their body count, we'll come in and we'll do some social programs. So they're in agreement.
If they're not going to solve the problem, and what you're doing is the right thing, then we're going to solve the problem for them, because we're going to have to do something about Chicago. Because what's happening in Chicago should not be happening in this country.
But they want to work with this administration.
Good.
They want to. They reached out. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me. They want to work with this administration. They believe in this administration. They didn't believe in the prior administration. They told me this out of their mouth. But they see hope with me.
I love it.
All right, folks. We're not sapien. We're not all sapien. We are Neanderthal, Denisovan, and sapien. Sapien is sub-Saharan Africa. Denisovans are Indonesians. Neanderthal are from the far north. You know, 500,000 years of evolution between them. This video basically says it all. After the Ice Age, during the last big Ice Age, 110,000 years ago to 12,000 years ago, Neanderthal went down into Africa, and they brought a lot of cool stuff because they're very smart, and they brought a lot of big animals, and the Africans were like, thank you, awesome stuff, it's great, now get to work. I mean, there were powerful Neanderthals, and the Neanderthal kings and the sapien kings and the Denisovan kings, they were like, let's do this. But they used Neanderthal to create domesticated species, mixtures, Jews. I'm Neanderthal, Denisovan, sapien, mixture. Lots of rape, lots of humiliation, terrible things, circumcision, male and female. They use it to terrorize. Africa uses it to terrorize the world. And they've been terrorizing the world for a long time. India has been terrorizing the world, Indonesia, South America. They're not a minority. And this whole idea that they're being trodden upon, yes, there are Africans being sacrificed in the United States, but it's not just Neanderthal sacrificing. I mean, the Africans are sacrificing them. They brought their business executives, their slave business executives over during the slave trades, and they taught Neanderthal how to whip the Africans into shape. Let me show you how to do it. Whack! And so... when I was a kid, Africans came into my community and killed a couple of white women, raped them in front of their children, terrorized everybody, scared the hell out of everybody. They cut my tongue, they cut my lip, they circumcised me, delivered me from my mother, who nearly bled to death in Gee's Bend, Alabama. Terrorizing people, and forcing everyone to call themselves sapien. Okay, which is ridiculous. Sapiens are sub-Saharan Africans. African Americans have Neanderthals' immune system, okay, because the Africans have been mixing with the Neanderthals to create mixtures. Jews, light-skinned Africans in the United States, and now that 3 species is out, now they're like, oh man, Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, boy. Well, just going to lower that body count. Well, let me tell you something. You're going to have to do more than lower the body count, okay? You're going to have to go to get an honest job, okay? Start investing in your communities in Africa, okay? Stop trying to take over the world with shame and extortion and violence, okay? Take it somewhere goddamn else, all right? Get it out of the United States. Stop blaming the white man, okay? That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is there's a very large population of very powerful people called Africans, called Indians, called South Americans, who really are running the show because they're maintaining a lie. The lie that we're one species. The Trinity. We're three species. We're Denisovan, Asia, Neanderthal, Europe, and Sapien, Africa, and mixtures. And we're all going to start having to get our acts together now. Okay? Before the ones who are in power, who've been maintaining this lie, get eaten alive. And if you do, if you sit on this and you don't change, and you start getting eaten alive, I ain't going to care. Okay? I'm going to lock my doors. Pull my curtains. Hopefully no one will come here, who knows? Who knows? I mean, if it happens, it's a terrible thing. I think you just better choose door number 3. Door number 3 has 3 species in it, okay? It's the truth of the Trinity. Have a good day. We're at 7. Bye.